Have you been applying to universities in the UK and then you've been getting rejections, and then you're wondering, why do my application keep getting rejections? Why are all my efforts coming out as futile? Why is it that I even had to pay an agent and then it didn't go through? Like, I didn't get an admission. Could it be that people from my village are after me? Or could it be that there is truly something that I am not doing? It's Faith Eva, and I am the founder of Faith Travels UK. And on this channel, I provide you tips that can help you self-process your admission to the UK. And I also tell you things that you need to look out for should you want to employ the service of an agent. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 4 good reasons why your UK application got a rejection. And all of these reasons are important. And if you're someone who have never applied to UK universities, this will be of help to you because you don't want to make any of these mistakes. So guys, first of all, I want to say turn on the post notifications, subscribe to this channel because this is where I post like relevant videos. And also I want to say that you should share this with your friends, share this with your families, those who are looking to travel to the UK, especially through education. Let them see this. So the first reason your application might have been rejected is because you had a bad statement of purpose. The statement of purpose is also known as the personal statement. So the personal statement basically is like an essay that you have to write to tell the schools the connection between this course you're going for in your master's level and your undergraduate course. And you also want to tell them why you've chosen the school, why you've chosen this course, why you've chosen the UK. And then you also want to tell them maybe skills that you have that are related to this course that you're about to go into. At what time did you decide to study this particular course? So they want to know all of these things. And one thing I know is that your personal statement has to have a lot of connection. When you're reading through, everything has to be linked together. You can be talking about, oh, you had flair for this particular course when you were 18, and then you lost the flair, and then this happened, and then you went to business, and then you came back, and then you went. No, you're going to be confusing not just the person who is going to make your admission decision, but even confusing yourself. So you want to make sure that your personal statement is top notch. And if you're going to use an agent, I would advise you to ask the agent to send you like a copy of it so you can read through and know what's going out there for you. And the second reason why your visa application got a rejection is because you had poor grades, maybe in your BSc or even your WAEC. If you're going for a BSc program, you got poor grades. So there are some schools who receives 2-2 graduates. So if you graduated with a 2-2, you want to look for schools that accept 2-2 graduates. Sometimes people don't check the entry requirements. That's a very important part of the website you have to look carefully into before submitting an application. Do they accept people with your qualification? Do they accept something higher, so you don't have to waste your time, so you don't have to get a rejection? There are many schools that will give you an admission with your 2-2, you know what I mean? So don't skip the entry requirement part of it. You have to know if your grade is acceptable before submitting the application. And the third reason why your application got a rejection is because you have chosen the wrong course. What do I mean by the wrong course? Let's say you did a BSc in mass communication and now you want to go and do a master's degree program in nursing. It might not work, especially if you don't have any background, any experience in nursing. They won't just take you into nursing in master's level because they expect that you should have a bit of experience before coming to apply for that course, especially if your BSc wasn't in that same course that you're about to go into. So you want to make sure that there is a connection. You want to select courses that are related to what you did in your BSc. And if it's a totally different course, you want to make sure that you have a work experience in that field that you're about to go into in master's degree level. So what you want to do is, let's say you are graduated now and you did mass communication, and now you want to go for nursing, and then you've worked as a nursing assistant, you've done maybe auxiliary nursing training, you have proof, you have certificates to show for it that at one time you did a 6-month training and you started working, and then you developed the passion such that mass communication was no longer in you again. You know, all of these things I'm talking about in this third point are also in your personal statement. So you have to put that connection in your personal statement. This course you're going for and your master's course, you have to do the connection. The fourth reason I'm going to talk about, you know, why your application got rejected is because of your CV. Your CV does not align with your personal statement. So let's say in your personal statement you talked about you working as an auxiliary nurse. Maybe you didn't genuinely work as an auxiliary nurse, but you're putting it there because you want to get an admission in the nursing field. Guess what? Your CV has to show for it that at one time in your life you worked as an auxiliary nurse. So you can't be talking about, for example, you received a lot of awards and then your CV has nothing to show for it. Your CV has to show that, oh, some of the awards you've received, some of the certifications you've gotten are these, you know. So there has to be a connection. You have to be smart, because the people who are going to go through your application, they are very smart. So you have to be as smart as they are. You have to go through everything. People have ended up losing their money to agents who are not competent. Some of the agents, you know, one of my friends once said to me that he was going to travel. He's currently in the abroad. He was going to travel to US, and he had contacted this agent, and the agent told him some amount of money. This is just for his service charge, and it was in the millions, not 1 million, not 2 million. And then he is someone who's traveled a lot, and guess what he said to the agent? Have you ever been to the US? The agent said no. And you're going to take like about 3 million from me to process a US visa, right? And you've never been there, you've never, you know, it's somehow, some people will say, well, it doesn't matter, you don't have to travel first. But personally, I will not pay money to someone who has not traveled, who has not seen these places, who has not been to these places, because traveling to the UK will give you an idea how the UK people judge, what they consider before coming into judgment, before making a decision. You get to understand a lot about them. So make sure you're using an agent that is experienced in this thing. Make sure you're using someone that is genuine, not someone who just want to collect your money. And you have to, one way for you to know who is truly genuine, who is truly competent, is for you to know what you want. What do you want? What are you looking out for? What's the process like? You can't just, this is 21st century, you can't just be totally a novice. You have to know. If you want to study in the UK, go online and see what are the requirements, what makes a successful application, so that when you're talking to your agent and the person isn't, you know, going in the right direction, you definitely know that this is not the right person I want to use for my application. So guys, I hope that today's video has been super helpful to you. I hope that you find it helpful, and if you have a question, drop it in the comments. If there's something you'd like for me to talk about in my next video, drop it in the comments or send it to me on my Instagram. The Instagram handle is Faith Travels UK. And also, I'd like to say that for those who have contacted me previously on my other number, I misplaced the phone, and so I've not been able to see messages on that number. So please reach out to me on WhatsApp, reach out to me on Instagram to get my second number, just in case you've been sending messages to the wrong one that I do not currently have access to. So until next time, I am your coach, and stay cool.